university degree is a dedication and sacrifice of your sleepless night to complete the appointments, a lot of liters of coffee that get into you, and of course financial dedication, whether you pay for your degree or your parents. Today we will be talking about a master's degree in computer science that I've completed in March 2023 and that took me around 2.5 years to complete. I enrolled in computer science degree part-time, but basically it was online at the University of York here in the UK, and I made the accentuation in cybersecurity. So basically my degree is computer science with cybersecurity. There were several different directions that I could choose, and one of them was, for example, AI or just computer science, and I decided to go with cybersecurity because of my future career aspirations. I started my degree in November 2020, and in exactly 2 years I have been done with all assignments, with my thesis and everything. Another half a year I was basically waiting for results of my thesis work, and when they would sort of approve the fact that I get the master's degree. My master's degree is with merit. In this video I'm going to talk you through a few pros and cons of doing your degree in computer science and if it's worth it. Of course, if I had a chance to do my computer science degree again, I would do it, but it might not be something that you expect to see when you start your computer science degree. To start with, computer science degree is not like the degree where you just keep coding and keep learning algorithms. That's not how it works. Obviously, you have a first introductory lesson on algorithms and data structures. That's how many computer science degrees starts. But since if it's a Master of Science in computer science, it involves a lot of research. Master of Science always does, and a lot of different assignments. So along with sort of the coding fundamentals that you learn, the algorithms, the data structures, you do a lot of research assignments, and in the end obviously you do an independent project in the form of your thesis work, your dissertation, where you put a lot of work, a lot of time to put together a research work, basically based on the academic research. Therefore, many students actually dropped out from the degree in their first year because it was not something that they expected. As I said, they expected something like Code Academy offers or Lead Code or HackerRank. They expected to do these coding challenges all the time, but that's not what a degree about. Degree is about giving you foundational academic knowledge where you have the algorithms, data structures, machine learning, artificial intelligence, like foundational software engineering, foundational programming, in order for you to be able to stand out in the field with the foundation. Because many programmers and many coders especially, they don't know algorithms well. They know the programming language. For example, in Python they can put together loops, they can use different Python libraries in order to achieve what they want, but that doesn't make them a good software engineer. A good software engineer is first of all someone who can put together algorithms, and algorithms should be true in any programming language. So basically you have the set of steps that can be translated into different programming languages independently of the programming language you use. Obviously, throughout the program we did assignments in Java programming language and in Python and in C. So we used 3 programming languages, and the program started from Java programming language, which was quite convenient. During the program, many people expect, again, why they drop out, they expect the continuous supervision, because they're like, okay, the teacher should check this, I did this, teacher should provide feedback for that. But that's not how it works. In part-time degrees, you're most of the time on your own while doing your assignments. You are given the knowledge throughout the course for the assignment. You're given the points, different directions on how to approach it, but in the end of the day you're on your own when completing your assignments, and teachers are not going to say, oh, could you please complete it, could you please do that, could you please do this. No, teachers are there just to guide you and then after all to check your assignments. And another thing that was really good about this degree is that I had a very wide student community. So we had a Slack channel where we would communicate with each other, and although with teachers it wasn't really possible to have their time whenever we wanted, as it would happen with full-time degree, I had a wide student community, and whatever question you ask, obviously except the answers to assignments and etc., the questions that are unethical to ask, I had the support network. Whenever I would ask something about some sort of definition, about something related to the course, all of my questions would be answered. And if it would be related to the structure of the course representative or student rep would always answer my questions too, and these answers would be very sort of long and exhaustive, so you wouldn't need to really go ahead and ask further questions from teachers. Another reason I decided to go with this program is because I realized back then in 2020 that I got accepted just when Corona was kicking in the very beginning. At that time I realized that I want to do computer science degree because I see myself, my future career in tech, and computer science degree is going to help me. And there was a financial part to it. It's no secret that UK degrees cost a lot, especially for international students. It's at least £25,000 to make a full-time degree in the UK for an international student. It changes for you if you're British, if you're from the UK. That's why the price of the programs that back then was £7,800, 7,800, it lured me in really. And it was the University of York, so it was a well-known university in the UK. It was a computer science program, and the price was the ones that I could afford back then, and you didn't have to pay the whole amount up front. So this also made my life easier because I could pay just module by module, which was £650 back then. So I would pay, every module would take me 2 months to complete, and for every module I would pay £650, which makes £650 per 2 months. It was something that I could afford back then. This was obviously another point why I decided this degree. Now I would like to touch the points of the degree that would probably make you not consider a degree in computer science. Computer science degree is research based normally, because it's usually, as I said, Master of Science in Computer Science. So if you don't want to write research assignments, if you don't like to research technology projects to prepare like security models as we did during my degree, this degree is not for you. If you just want to learn to code, to program, you shouldn't get a computer science degree. This is just a waste of time and waste of money for you. Basically, you should just go to websites or different academic programs like Code Academy, HackerRank, LeetCode, and try to code. But if you want to go higher, if you want to have a better foundational knowledge about it, you certainly want to do a degree in computer science, because this will give you sort of a route for your tree, for your career tree to stand on. And this is very important because research assignments will not take forever, but the degree, I guess, will be with you forever. That's why at the end of the day, if I go back in time and I have a chance not to do this degree, I would again do this degree because it helped me a lot in my career aspirations. But when it comes to my knowledge, very specific practical knowledge about IT, of course certifications contributed to it more, because whereas the science degree is something like research based, and research is not specifically something that companies doing at the moment. One example, we were doing the advanced programming class and we were doing it in Jupyter Notebook. They asked us to prepare an application, like having a microservice architecture within it. And the better way to do that was just to prepare different Python files and then put them together, and that would make an application. But no, they asked us to write the whole application in one file, which wasn't optimal. And that's it about the universities. They don't always approach things from the optimal standpoint. It takes a lot of time for them to change their course of action because there is a lot of bureaucracy involved, and it takes a lot of time to get all these approvals. And obviously they're lacking in their development at some cases, because companies obviously they move faster. Even coding websites like LeetCode, Code Academy, and etc., they move faster because it's easier for them to be agile. But for universities, it's not as easy to be agile. They have to get lots of approvals within that time. That's why if you're looking for something more specific, it's better if you go for certifications, because they have a specific curriculum they're cheaper to get mostly, and they ask for less of your time. Sort of, you dedicate lots of time, you prepare, you pass certification. That's it. You've got it. You've got the certification. But that's not the same with degree, where you sort of pass the course, pass the assignment, get your marks, and that sort of lasts for a year and a half. Then you work on your thesis and etc. So the certifications is a more straightforward way to get knowledge. But in order to sort of stand out, to make your CV stand out, you need a degree as well, and that will certainly help you within your job search. Because what recruiters are doing basically, they're looking for keywords in your CV, and if one of the keywords is master in computer science, obviously you have more chance to be considered for the next stage of the recruitment process. But how you perform on the interview, it's totally depends on you, on your knowledge, because even the fact that I have the computer science degree doesn't mean that I don't have to prepare for interviews. Obviously it takes me some time to get the sort of knowledge together, to get my practical skills together in order to pass the interview, and that will always be true. The degree will always help you to open the door, but well, whether you can go through that door depends on the knowledge and practical expertise that you have. If you want to check out how I was doing throughout my degree, please don't forget to check out my video that I filmed in the middle of my degree. Don't forget to check out what I felt about it when I was in the middle. And have a nice day. Bye!